your money, bastard. And all... This won't take long. What's the matter? Come on! You'll get what for?
I can't swing. Why can't I swing? What are you doing?
Ah!
Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously? Morons.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Right, why is he here? He's talking as if he's in Sasso, which is where I think he's supposed to be, but he's all the way out here for some fucking reason. Odd. Alright, well, we'll go all the way down here and pick up where we left off. Back down to Sasso.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Is this the same assistant that murdered that guy, was delaying the project and up to shenanigans?
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
Here we are.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me.
I'd like a
I'm
bite
painting
to
the
eat.
church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
I'll humour you and buy 1 wine. Have it now.
I'd like a beer.
Alright. Is that the only objective we have? Yeah. Find out who works with copper, find out the counterfeit quicksilver, continue investigation in the overseer's office. Yeah. The overseer's office. The same guy who's worked with his assistant, and the assistant who is dead because we've killed him. Although we never really got answers about that. We never really discovered why the fuck he was doing it all. that the overseer's office? Alright, so maybe not the same guy. No, that's not it. It's probably upstairs.
Jesus!
Jesus! You fucking Jesus. Alright, where did that guy called was the overseer's hand go to? Was that him? Yeah.
Good health to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Me.
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau Monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Alright, so someone within the monastery. It all stinks. Then we go talk to the friar, and Radzik, I imagine, is there as well. Through the gardens. You can do it, Pegasus. You can do it. No. It's stuck like fucking Pebbles was. This is how Pebbles died. No! Don't do it, Pegasus. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it. Ah, good lord. It's Battle Exodus. Alright, looks like we're going on foot. Ah! Fucking Christ, that scared the crap out of me. I knew it was coming, but it just went like smack, like his hooves, like he fell from the fucking sky or something. Yeah, find out who in Sasso works with copper. We still don't know who's copper. It would be the blacksmith, actually, won't it? There's a blacksmith somewhere around here. I know there's a blacksmith somewhere. I thought we were supposed to be, like, here. No, we're right next to him. We'll ask him while we're right here.
The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way to the forge.
God save you!
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Good day, Henry.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
Lovely.
That will be all.
Well, we're gonna go talk to that guy quick then. It seems to me that the monastery has a fucking monopoly going on this whole fucking thing. Surprise, surprise, the fucking Catholic Church has got fingers in all the pies. Any fucking excuse to bash the church. Yep. Yeah. Let's talk to his kid first.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
Or not. I thought, hey, we'll talk to the kid, the weak chain, right? The weak link.
God be with you.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
Yeah, I'd like to have something made.
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair hand at everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old, and too proud to admit it.
Right. Why am I immediately suspicious of the one that is allegedly honest? These two are feuding among themselves, but are actually going to turn out to have absolutely nothing to do with it. And the one that everyone's like, he's a nice enough chap. Yeah, doesn't get involved in the spat between the other two blacksmiths. But is secretly doing everything behind the fucking curtain. Or he's lying, but I'm suddenly very suspicious of the allegedly squeaky clean blacksmith. He wouldn't do anything. No, he wouldn't do anything. Of course he fucking wouldn't do anything. I suddenly don't fucking believe it for a second. I'm gonna go talk to the Master Armorer guy, quick. See what he has to say. Because I bet he denies having copper as well. That's the weaponsmith. The armorsmith is down near the town, I think. Yeah. Armorer.
Good day, Henry. Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Fucking everyone in every town knows me. Anyway, let's ask these guys. I'm betting they fucking deny it as well. So someone's bullshitting, and I instantly become suspicious of the cunt.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, I instantly become suspicious of the middle guy, who
God
nobody
be with
suspects.
Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
He denies that.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. Very suspicious. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Yeah, I'm really more and more suspicious of this allegedly honest man.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman. Which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
I don't know this guy's voice acting. I don't know whether or not it's supposed to have the like he's a tad bit. I don't know. It kind of fits with the character, but it sounds really menacing. Like I don't know what the heck. Yeah, like it's like almost like a fucking real old British gangster or something.
All. Thank you.
God be with you, Henry.
All right. Well, they all deny using copper. Someone's lying. And everyone says that the Micken guy, the one we asked to talk to first, that guy is an honest blacksmith. He'd never do anything. Immediately I become suspicious of this allegedly honest blacksmith. Alright, anyway, let's
God be with you, Henry.
go meet our guys now, shall we? Tobias, you look like a
Lord be
bum.
praised. What brings you to me? Henry, I'm glad you came.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
God be with you, Henry.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. and I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something.
God be with you, Henry.
That's all.
Hey, watch it. Now.
Break. Alright, so... Yeah, check out the engravings workshop. And we check out the hill behind the monastery as well, I'd wager. The copper's still interesting because I have no... Oh, we'll check the engraving first. It's near to that guy's forge again anyway. His son's got to be the weak link somewhere in this. Like, you're not going to get anything out of the blacksmith, but you might be able to get something out of his moron son. Is my thought. Ah, this guy.
God,
We've seen you before.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
He owes me money. I think it's going to be believable. I've got a message for him. He's going to ask what message. Owes me money.
He owes me money.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Dice or boozing, was it? Pray do tell.
Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good.
Yeah, I figured he'd believe that.
Here you go. I'll dock his wages.
Thank you, Master. You're most kind. But I'd rather get it from him myself.
If you think he'll have anything to give, please yourself. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Yeah, I figured he'd buy the drunk owes me money. He locked his chest, but I have crap lot picking, so I won't even bother. Alright. What are we doing? Dear game developers, that is not a pretty fucking site to log into. I load my game and I see this. No one's wearing any pants. Was everybody always not wearing pants? Is this something new? What's going on? Everyone's not wearing pants. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Ah! For a second there, that looked very wrong. That looked very wrong. Like there was a phallic object in between his. Yeah, let's stop looking. Let's just get the fuck out of here, shall we? Let's get the fuck out of this place. So, it occurred to me, by the way. You remember when we talked to Ulrich? He mentioned that people were complaining about being up all night because one of the blacksmiths was working till dusk. I'm thinking if we stay up, we find what one of the blacksmiths is working his forge through the middle of the night. Then we have our coppersmith at that point. Because the ones that aren't working with the copper will have gone to sleep. But the one with the copper is clearly the one doing all the smithing and shit is clearly working through the night. It seems a bit stupid to me because you'd wake the entire neighborhood and then somebody's going to take note of, you know, one of the fucking blacksmiths is up all night fucking keeping me up from sleeping. You think you just work your normal hours and what? I don't know. Fucking people aren't exactly very smart. I mean, a minute ago we had a murder on the side of the road and they camped right next to the road. So it's clear to me the fucking common folk of this town, of this fucking place, are not exactly the smartest bunch. I'm going to turn off my phone now because it's consistently going to keep playing my ringtones. And then we get copyright striked for Soul's fucking ringtones. Alright. Let's take a quick look through town, shall we? This guy's forge is still hot after very late, isn't it? The coal's usually burning this this late at all. He isn't awake exactly, but it's not too dark. Alright, I suck at this. There's no way in hell I'm not going to get caught. I can't even find where to... How the fuck am I supposed to do that? It's like right in the fucking edge. Yeah, third time's a charm. And there's nothing in there. Of course there fucking isn't. Alright, let's check out the other blacksmiths. small chat before someone arrests me. I must remember to drink my tea. I can't tell you how many times I've popped in from the fucking kitchen with a cup of tea to play this game. And I've just completely forgotten that I actually have the fucking tea. So let's go look at the suspicious chap who I'm fairly fucking certain
to
is
you, Henry.
probably the one responsible.
Is there something you need? Has something happened?
No.
Are you serious?
Yes. Maybe I'm too early, perhaps. Alright, let's give it a bit. 2 hours. We get to midnight. Past midnight, if they're up making shit at past midnight, it's a bit suspicious. How many women sleeping outside does this guy have exactly? I wonder.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. What is it you want
I've
here?
done nothing. How many of you live here with the blacksmith? He's a bit of a, I'm more and more suspicious of this blacksmith. He's got 2 women in, fucking 90s in his property. Suspicious.
Who's there? Answer me.
2 women who are both going back to the outside place to sleep, apparently. What are they both doing back there? Okay. Well, we can't not go see what that's all about. Don't know why I bother crouching. I'm like really loud, so they hear me anyway.
God be with you.
What's happening back here, lads? Ladies here? What? What's going on back here? Alright, well, I've learnt absolutely fuck all by wandering around at night. Annoyingly. So, we'll just continue to chase the other leads, which is the bathhouse bitch. So we'll wait for 8 o'clock in the morning and go from there. Well, hunting down the blacksmiths at night bore absolutely no fruit whatsoever, so we'll chase the we'll chase that guy with the debt and chase down that lead. I could swear Ulrich said something about people being complaining about being kept up all night. Anywho, let's go talk to the bathhouse whores. One of which beat the shit out of someone or something along those lines.
May the Lord...
Evening, ma'am.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Okay.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I raised her and taught her and ended up whoring her out, and now she's gone. Uh-huh. Probably should have just stopped at the baths and, yeah. Alright, anyway, I'm not one to judge. Let's just keep going on and, yeah. Let's go to the baker's fucking cellar, break our way in there.
Good day, Henry.
And by that I mean politely ask, and then if he refuses, kill him. See, if I did, I will do a second playthrough of this game eventually. But what I'll do is, I will be a fucking outlaw. I won't do the main quest or anything. I will literally just be a murderous outlaw who lives in the woods and is hated by everybody. Literally, like, just a mass murdering, thieving bastard with a badass bow and some serious long-range, you know, sticky stealth sort of character. And just be a real cunt. To have everybody hate me, kill as many fucking people as I possibly can, and just become the fucking the Holy Roman Empire's most wanted criminal kind of thing. I always do that. I play normally, and then my second playthrough of any game, if like this, if I do a second playthrough, is literally just being an arse. We missed the door. Apparently, I didn't think we did, but. It's through here, that's why. But yeah, my second playthrough usually like a stealth, cutthroat sort of guy, and I'd just be an outlaw and fight and steal and shit like that.
Greetings, Henry.
Evening, ma'am. Where the fuck is the idiot living in your cellar? I can't. I'll just ask you about the idiot living in your cellar, can I? All right. This is the baker's, is it not? Yeah.
Good day, greetings, Henry.
No? Can I not ask about the cellar? It seems odd that I can't ask about the cellar. Maybe I can get into the cellar from the outside? Ah, baker. Okay, so you've got your wife inside selling, I assume, maybe or something.
What can I do for
Fair
you?
enough. No, I can't ask you about it either. Odd. Is the cellar like... I imagine it's got like an outside entrance or something that I need to go to. Ah, it'll be this. Right. He's literally just set up, okay. He's still doing his job, but just in the cellar.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
But you confessed to me.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you?
Yeah, a knight's
Your
word
means
against,
nothing.
you know.
You've got the tools, the knowledge, and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Yeah, this is the medieval ages. The peasant's word means absolutely fuck all. Even Henry, who is himself a peasant, but he's an up-jumped peasant who is in the service of a knight. So instantly, his word means 20 times more than the fucking peasant's does. So, just not talk about one man's word against another. Because, yeah, with the class system in the medieval era, yeah, words mean absolutely fuck all. Titles and blood mean everything. Yeah, it doesn't. Piece of arse doesn't justify your actions. I'm sorry for it.
Sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
How dare you haggle with me? I don't mind helping him, but at the same time, I don't want him to tell me everything. We'll try and persuade. I don't want him to tell me everything, and then Henry to not help. But we'll try anyway.
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly, but I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here, and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapiter finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapiter first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the shit pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start.
What does he look like?
And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapiter waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dice?
They wear out over time. And they have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
Alright.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge.
Why did you say that? Go, I hope you get revenge. You hope I get revenge? Huh? That doesn't sound right. Like, whose revenge? My revenge? His revenge? What does he want revenge? He wants the girl, not revenge. What's he talking about? If he's on about my revenge, I'm like, what the fuck do you know about that? I don't know, maybe fucking stupid piece of fucking morons. Anyway,
G'day, Henry.
I'm glad you stopped by.
I said something about going to work tomorrow, yeah?
Henry, I'm glad you came.
We don't know each other, remember, dumbass? Fucking morons. Like, let's lure him out. I'm like, I'd lure him out by immediately fucking announcing to the world that we know each other. But then again, so does fucking every single NPC.
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
Just ran right past the guard.
Bring it! I'll send you straight to hell.
There you go.
Had enough?
Yeah, you got me. Look, it was only a few groschen.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Here.
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
I'll amend my life from the very foundations. Believe me.
You really let him go? Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We've met you before. Alright, so we are, and I'm pretty sure it's probably in the quest log if we check. We're following Florian on his way back to work. He often sits at the market square and watches Florian's house. Right. I'm assuming you'll be crossing the bridge this way. Yeah, there he is. Is that him? Yeah. Hello. It's on the bridge as well, which is nice.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
Yeah, let's not jump right to the thing, dude.
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
You think I'm fucking stupid? What? What? No. He's right there. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? I have a horse. Where do you think you're going, buddy? He realizes I have a horse, right? I will pull out my sword and... You guards, could you stop this moron, please?
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Where's he think he gonna... Is he seriously gonna get on that horse now? If you get on that fucking horse... What is he doing? He's like, I will escape! I'm gonna shoot him in the back. If he keeps just going back and forth, I'm gonna shoot him in the back of the fucking head.
Welcome, Henry.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold still. Oh, these bows suck. See, I'd probably kill him with my... I think it's because I'm moving at the time of shooting. Seriously, I'm using how many arrows on this guy? Yeah, I shot him in the ass. Fucking... I'm tired of fucking... Took him out of town, though, at least. Which is nice. Alright, where the fuck did you think you were going to get away to?
Are you ready to talk?
I will. I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the
Everything.
workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little
And
escapade,
now you have an
can
arrow in your
forget
ass.
about that.
Things are
You'll be
looking up.
lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
Well, in the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
Alright.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
Yeah, no. You might be lying, for all I fucking know. So I'm locking you up behind fucking bars. I don't really give a shit what happens to you there, mate.
Honourable death? No chance. It's the dungeons for you, and the sort of punishment a counterfeiter deserves. Don't worry. In time, you'll be glad of the gallows.
Yeah, going to jail, buddy boy. I don't give a shit about the fucking thing. It's like, I'm not killing you. No, you might be lying for your fucking ass. Literally, because I shot a fucking hole in it. Where the fuck's he going? Guard? Hello? Alright, we're supposed to just pretend that didn't just happen, are we? Alright, yep, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. He is not just casually walking away or anything. Alright, we'll go seek the German Knight's help. He can... We share a common goal in this. He can come assist. We never found out who made the copper, but... meh. Nah, we've gone completely the wrong way. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's go to the inn and seek out, fucking Sir Ulrich, yeah, Ulrich, whatever the fuck his name is. He should be here at the inn, in theory. Alright, Sir Ulrich, good news. I've done all your work for you.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Fayfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Do we have a shield on us? We should. Or is it on the horse? Yeah, it's on the horse. Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there? Is someone
Well,
you have guests.
What's the matter, man? Come on. Not so brave.
I'll send you straight to hell.
Hey, all of you, gather here, right?
Alex.
Where's Ulrich gone? He's proven completely of no help. Ow. Where the fuck is my alleged help? Has he just fucked off into the mines on his own, is he? I just poked that guy in the face with a sword.
Is that all you got?
These guys are fucking... Wait, is that Sir Ulrich I'm fighting? Has he betrayed me? I think he's betrayed me.
have you?
Cut!
I think he fucking betrayed me. What the fuck happened? I didn't realise I was fighting him. Did he betray me? Horse, I need bandages. Do you have bandages on you? I should have loads. Yeah, I do have loads. Fucking die, traitor. I got some marigold stuff, which I can't use in combat despite the fact that I'm not in combat. What the fuck happened? I'm pretty sure he fucking betrayed me. Or did I accidentally attack the wrong fucking person or something? Check out the links in the bottom left, videos in the top right. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, share, all that bollocks. And don't forget to click that stupid little bell thing that notifies you of all my crap. Alternatively, follow me on Twitter, Discord, where I'll post whenever a video is uploaded. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.